And we're off.
There you go. Yes.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Turbocast 22. My name is Simon. I'm joined as ever by Dr. Brownhill. How are you, Doctor?
Today, Simon, I'm buoyant.
Are you really? Oh,
Yeah.
very, very glad to hear that. How's your guts then?
Well, I've got some late breaking news on that one, Simon.
Right, let's go straight into digestion news.
Let's.
Digestion news.
Our lass made spaghetti bolognese last night.
Oh, yeah.
And the way she makes it's like really, really hot. Very, very, very hot.
What, like spicy?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause it's traditionally not a spicy dish.
Yeah, I think everyone's got their own idea about spag bol. I mean, I make it and I do it brilliantly.
Of course.
But it's very, very different to how she makes it. And hers was nice, but fuck me sideways. It was, really hot. So this morning I've had 3 scalding hot shits. I think my arse was literally on fire. There was sort of smoke in the toilet. Flames licking around the opening.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and my guts are in moderate turmoil at the moment, so I mean it's alright for our lass because she doesn't shit, so
Whatever.
No.
She's a closed loop system.
So it would appear.
In the science fiction books of Ian M. Banks, the super advanced human race known as the culture of, well, they modify themselves in many ways, but one of the modifications they commonly do is feedback loops inside themselves so they never have to excrete.
Right.
So here's my question. If you got a visitation from the culture and they offered you this modification, would you take it?
I don't understand how it could possibly work, because the whole reason you get rid of it is because it's poisonous to your body, isn't it? That's the point.
Yeah, you've got to.
Do you have some system in there that does something with it? But
you've got to understand how advanced the technology of the culture is.
Yeah.
I mean, they have sentient spaceships, and they can create whole orbital habitats the size of a planet. And they've got faster than light travel and.
Right. I would say no, because I like shitting. When you come home from hard day's work and you get it on your main pot and have a game of bobble on your phone, it's quite a good feeling squeezing one out. Having said that, I used to like shitting loads more, because I used to shit, they were like milk bottles, huge and glistening and hard. It's more like poodle shit these days that I do. I think that's after I had the camera crew up my arsehole.
So you're in what I would like to call the Billy Connolly camp, because Billy Connolly's positions is he thinks he could be gay if they could knock him out for the first half, because he likes the sensation of things coming out of his arse.
Oh yeah, I'm on board there. I mean, when they were pulling, like I say, the huge camera out of my arsehole and it finally, came out, it was great.
When the EOS 50D came out.
Yeah.
So we've got a schism on the Turbocast talent there, because if it were offered to me, I would take it.
All right. There you go.
Yeah. Right. So is that it for you in digestion news? Shall I?
I think I sent you that email with loads of really good stuff, like shortly after the last one.
I'll read it out. Been farting like fuck. Not massive ones, but loads of very hot small ones. They fucking stink. I have had ropey guts for a few days and strangely enough just done a really smelly fart. Our lass said that fart you just did stinks. prose style reminds me of the diary entries there.
Yeah?
Mm.
Yeah, well, there you go. I knew I'd sent something. I wasn't,
I also self-diagnosed myself with bowel cancer.
All right.
Because I took a dump, and I looked down and I saw blood. I thought, that's it. I've finally ruined me fucking innards.
Well, you've had the fucking... If you're constipated, it's the old farmers, innit? Squirting blood, man.
Yeah, but I went in for a closer inspection. It was actually a piece of red pepper from the soup I'd had the day before.
A piece of red pepper? You thought it was blood?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. I think when you've got bowel cancer, the blood's all fucking rotten and black.
Yeah,
I don't think it's nice and fresh and red.
I wasn't making high quality decisions, I wasn't fully engaged with it till I thought about it. Then I remembered a friend of mine who I used to work with. He once went on a course to Berlin, and he went for a dump, and it was jet black, and he knew that was blood, so he had to go to a German hospital there that put all kinds up him.
Oh yeah. What was up with him?
Ulcer.
Ah, there you go.
Thought
you were going to say that a night out on the Guinness.
That's just apocryphal, isn't it? Does that really happen?
I don't know. I used to, when I used to be a professional cider drinker, I used to have bright orange shits.
When you were on the pro cider drinking circuit.
Yeah. Pro tour. Yeah. It was bright orange.
Ah.
So, yeah.
Live from Hartlepool Town Centre, it's the Strongbow Masters.
Hey, I tell you what, in those days,
in
the Park Hotel, pint of Strongbow cider, beautiful.
Was Strongbow your tipple?
Yeah. It was gorgeous, but now it's full of fucking chemicals and artificial sweeteners, and it's fucking, I'd rather drink my own piss.
Is that why you've retired from the pro cider drinking tour?
Yeah, I mean, it was a long time ago, but, I could sink 10 pints of it. So I did bright orange the next day.
Awesome. So, have you made any progress on the Chinese death food poster I sent you?
No, I'd forgotten all about it.
All right. Right, well, I will put this on the website so people know what we're talking about. It was a poster somebody sent me from China, which had various food items collected together and predictions of what would happen if you ate them. It was like broccoli and pigeon was one of them, and that was death. Yogurt and crabs were asthma or something. So I immediately dispatched this to Dr. Brownhill with instructions to try some of them, and of course he didn't. So,
well, how many times did you remind me?
Just the once, I think.
Ah, well, there's your problem.
I've got to keep hammering away at it every day.
At least 2 or 3 times. Haven't you got the thing in front of you?
I can certainly get in front of me.
I've got it in front of me. Cucumber and ice lolly.
What's the
give you asthma. Can't fish an Indian trumpet, dead.
What is Indian trumpet?
Looks like some sort of long peppery type thing. It looks like a very thin cucumber, but it's probably a pepper, isn't it? Oh, pardon me.
Durian and Jenkol bean. Vomit/dead. So you
gourd and meat of the parrot. meat of the pigeon. Pumpkin and pigeon.
Dead?
Yeah, dead.
Neem leaf and chicken egg rheumatism, stay off that.
Potato and bitter, gourd, vomit, dead. Does that mean you either vomit or die, or you vomit then you die?
I would say it's vomit then die.
That's a bad one, isn't it?
See, plum and green peas would be an easy one to test. And that's diarrhea.
Well, there's land crab and mushroom. I'm going to say I've had crab and mushroom, but maybe it's not a land crab.
Like, because some of these would be really hard to do, because pork and toddy
Well,
palm
definitely
sack.
Sorry, go on.
One of them is pork and toddy palm sack. Where are you going to get toddy palm sack from?
Toddy palm. Coconut and honey. I mean, come on, that's a,
It's a banker.
I must have had that. I thought there was I looked a few, there must have been a few that I'd had. Oh, neem leaf and chicken egg.
Have you got any lemons in the house?
Yeah, I've got a bag of them.
Can you go and eat a lemon and drink some milk? Because I think this is the most easily accessible one. Lemon and milk is dead.
Should I do it at the end of the show? Probably best, isn't it?
Yeah, because it'll be a short show otherwise.
Yeah.
So I will put the Chinese death food combination poster on the website. And if anybody's got any experience of dying after eating ice cream and ginger salad, or they know anybody who did, just...
Do we have to say like a disclaimer really, really quickly? Any, death caused by this is not... Yeah. Shit bollocks.
Warning, eating Chinese food combinations may cause death, rheumatism or asthma.
Vomiting. Or both.
So is that it for your digestion news?
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. I may need to run out and, add a small, what's the word? Appendix.
A coda.
I was going to say possibly my appendix. I haven't got one ever.
No, you had it whipped out in the name of medical science.
It was in a really strange place and it was gigantic apparently. I had to open a huge slit in my gut so you could get his arm right up because it was near my lungs.
Up in your armpit.
Yeah, and it was gigantic apparently.
Awesome. So it's like in a museum now.
Yeah. I've got a really good photo of the stitches in my belly when I had my appendix out. Do you want to post that as well?
Why not? Send it in.
It's pretty horrible, but people will get an idea of how big the hole is because appendix scars are normally quite short, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Mine's a good one. I'll send you the photo.
I used to work with somebody who had his appendix out and they left some sort of plastic pipe inside him after they'd stitched him up.
Cool.
He nearly died.
Not so cool.
Right, so we're going to move into not the digestion news.
News that isn't digestion news.
Digestion news. It's general news.
And a bit of a sad one today, because one of our heroes has shown himself to have feet of clay, and that's Arnold.
Yeah. What can you say?
I'll tell you what surprises me. Well, I guess it shouldn't surprise me, but it does. The woman involved.
I haven't seen her.
Haven't you?
No. Is she pretty ordinary, is she?
Not even ordinary. See, like through ordinary, out the other side and into strange.
Yeah?
Hmm.
Mm. No, I'll have to have a look for her, actually. So, no, I haven't seen any photos.
If you'd Google Arnold Mistress and look at the first picture, tell me what you think.
Oh, that strange blonde. Oh, yeah. I don't really know what to say. I'm a bit there.
We forgive him for Kindergarten Cop and Twins. You have to make some money, but this.
Well, when I last found out about this, she sent me emails saying, she knows that I like Arnie and, most things Arnie. And she sent me emails saying, perhaps such a great bloke after all. I said I'd never said he was a great bloke, I said he was an amazing bodybuilder, he's made a couple of good films and, one of the most driven people ever.
Yeah.
But not a great bloke. But I said, think on this, how many men have been married for 25 years and been totally faithful? And she said, so it's an interesting thought. Because it's probably not you know.
I mean, there's obviously some, but you've got to put it in the context of. I don't think we've ever maintained he's a great bloke, but I think when we were younger, I don't want to say his teachings, because that sounds naff, but his life experiences, I think we found them instructive, and I particularly enjoyed his first autobiography, which was Education of a Bodybuilder, and that was a book that had an influence on me.
Yeah, I don't think because he strayed from the path, that means everything he's ever done is worthless.
No.
But like I say, if you look at somebody like, I think it's the fact that he went into politics. I think as soon as you do that, if anything like this comes to light, I mean, look at a twat like Brad Pitt. You know, he just fucks anything he wants. But, you know, he's still, he's lovely Brad. You know, but but as soon as you go into politics, you know, that's it. Yeah,
you're holding yourself up to a higher standard.
Yep.
Yeah, I think there's an element of that. Sort of leading on from that, Dominic Strauss-Kahn, guilty or innocent? What's the Turbocast verdict?
He's French, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
So he's almost certainly guilty.
Yeah, he's just an older, fatter version of Assange as far as I'm concerned.
Yep.
The fact that he's obviously a very powerful man and he's surrounded by people telling him how awesome he is 24/7, and he's just creates his own reality where he can do anything he wants, but he's come undone.
Yeah, and the Yanks hate the frogs nearly as much as we do, don't they? It's like hate in the nicest sense of the word, you know, not, you know, anything nasty hate, you know.
Yeah, well, I don't think he's been locked up because he's French. In this case, I wouldn't have thought that had anything to do with it, because of his position for the officers who had to arrest him. It's obviously going to be a massive pain in the arse, and it could ruin them. So I don't think they did it on a whim, unless it was cast iron, because they actually pulled him off an Air France flight.
I was going to say pulled him off. It's on him. You need relieving.
Well, I'm sure he's learned all about that in his short time in Rikers Island.
There was some top lawyer guy talking about his treatment over there, and they said, was there any need to have him sort of like paraded with the burly cops on either side, looking like a bag of shit? You know. Okay, you know, serve justice, but why does he need to be, you know, dragged along just for the cameras so we can all get a photo of him?
All the courts in New York are televised, so he got exactly the same treatment as every other prisoner. It's just that the cameras turned up for him because he's really famous. So if they bring him in through the back door, then he's getting special treatment.
Right, well, that's a fair comment, I guess.
So I'll watch that one with interest, but I reckon he did it.
I think he did it, and he's got previous, hasn't he? So
has he really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's a dirty dog.
He's a fanny rat.
Right.
Right, so we're going to move into the song, and this is a groundbreaking departure for the Turbocast this time, isn't it?
It certainly is.
We've rewritten the rule book, then we've ripped that up and written another rule book after that.
And thrown it away.
Then we got the first rule book back that we ripped off and we burnt the bits.
Yeah, damn right.
So you tell us all about this.
The song's called Wake Up Girl, written by myself, obviously, but it has been, the vocal is done by our very good friend Beef Wellington. It was also produced by him, so the only part I've got in is the writing of it. He's done all the instruments, production, singing. So yeah, I'm rather excited.
It's just like when Bernie Taupin wrote Tiny Dancer for Elton John.
That's just what I was thinking.
Because it was all about Bernie's wife. So all of the emotions in the song just weren't Elton's, they were all Bernie Taupin's, but Elton was the one who sung it.
All right. Yeah, so I think I think you're really going to like it. He's done a great job. When I did the track, I thought the soft vocal would suit Beef's dulcet tones, so I think he's done us proud.
Alright, let's have a listen then.
Wake up, girl. I really need to hold your hand. I need to make you understand that you're the world to me. So let me be the boy of your dreams. My love is bursting out of the seams. You have got my heart on a string, and girl, you make it sing. Wake up, girl. I really need to see those eyes. Never need to hypnotize. I'm under your spell. And I'm hoping like hell. I'm the boy of your dreams. My love is bursting out of the seams. You have got my heart on a string, and girl, you make it sing. Wake up, girl. I really need to find your lips. Rocking with my fingertips. I ring in your bed. And I'm hoping like hell. I'm the boy of your dreams. My love is bursting out of the seams. You have got my heart on a string, and girl, you're making it sing. So let me be the boy of your dreams. My love don't shout but it screams. My heart is loud enough to wake you, and it's strong enough to make you want to be mine today. So chase the sandman away, and wake up, girl.
Very good work there, Keith. I really enjoyed that.
Excellent, Beef.
Yeah.
It was worth the 3 years' wait.
Right, diary please, 21st of May.
Fucking hell, I'm reaching up for the fucking diary.
Dr. Brown and David from yesterday.
Fucking hell, we've got a bonus picture in here.
What? Describe the picture.
Hang on, I'm just... There's like a 1981 Walt Disney Productions Condor Man flyer thing.
Ah.
It's got somebody's signature on it.
Who could it be? Haven't we talked about Condor Man before?
Quite possibly. What do they call the guy that was in it?
Frank Spencer?
Yeah, what's his name?
Michael Crawford.
It doesn't say Michael Crawford. It says John Freeman.
Who the hell is he?
Condor Man.
Because it was Oliver Reed was in it, wasn't he? And
Was he?
yeah, so it was A-list.
So there's a picture of Condor Man with these like ridiculous wings with a bird on his a woman on his back. I can't say a bird in that context, can I? 'Cause we're talking about condors. He flies, he spies, he death defies.
And who signed it?
It looks like John Freeman. And then it says Condor Man underneath.
So, yeah, John Freeman is obviously some bloke off the street. Yeah, give me that.
Right, what's the date again? 21st?
Yeah.
Right. 1977. I have now got £2.50. Today I got a packet of Doctor Who cards, but they were the same as the ones I got.
Disappointment.
I remember those cards. They're fucking awesome.
We're going to talk about Doctor Who later in the Turbo Sack.
Oh, there you go. 1978. I watch the world about us. Today we went to a big beck with Kath, Helen and Simon. But Alison and Lucy did not come.
They missed the big beck. For our foreign listeners, a beck is a stream. So this is literally what you did for entertainment in the 70s. You walked along and looked at a stream and went home.
Oh, we built a dam. Come on. 1979. I watched the Dukes of Hazzard. The tennis courts at our school had flooded because of the heavy rain last night. I have got £12 in the Halifax Building Society.
You little
Fucking hell, I wish I still had it.
So your net worth as an 11-year-old is more than it is now.
Yep, fucking right. 1980. For once, I did not get any homework. I went up to Goofy Johnson and asked for my magnet. He said, come and get it on Friday. Leach came back. He was off because of a rash he'd got from the sponsored swim. Oh, fucking hell, 1980, thank you.
What a year. Who was Goofy Johnson?
I must have been a teacher, I guess.
Why did he have your magnet?
I don't know, maybe I took it in to do some experiment for physics or something.
I remember around this time you were very bullish on a magnet that you owned and were making outlandish claims about its strength. Could this have been that magnet?
Could well have been. I remember I remember they would tell us in physics, I think it was Mr. Waller, he's telling us about the effect that magnets have on televisions. And they're like, if you put a magnet up against a television, you'll see loads of fucking, have a weird effect. It'll pull the, electrons or whatever.
Yeah.
And he said, go home and do it. The effect's only temporary. And I fucking got me giant super magnet, went home, put it in the middle of the telly, and it made a great big fucking blue blob on the telly that wouldn't go away. I fucking shat myself.
I remember that well.
Fucking hell, I can still see the blob now.
Well, I can remember the TV distinctly because it was a Finlandia and it was sort of built from timber.
Yeah. And railway sleepers.
Yeah, it showed that. It showed us that light finish touch when it came to design. I remember the green blob in the top right-hand corner for years afterwards. Yeah,
I've just turned it on and off loads to try and make it go away, but
did you ever get...
I think I got away with it though. I don't think anyone noticed, which was... I think I turned the brightness right down so it wasn't as obvious.
Oh, God.
Right. 1981. I was supposed to be in detention with Mr. Turner, but he wasn't in his classroom.
I want to talk about Leach's rash.
Yeah. Leach back. That must have been some rash to be off school.
Oh, do you think we're talking the downtown area?
Who knows? He got it from the and swim. Well, was it actually from swimming though, or was it something tied to the
I would imagine
event?
it's from being in the swimming pool, which had been just a bacteria soup during the sponsored swim.
Yeah. Thank you, diary.
Is that it for the diary entries?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
God, that was good. Goofy Johnson, give me my magnet back.
Bastard.
I remember at the time you were fairly adamant that no matter what magnet anybody else produced, it wouldn't be as strong as your magnet.
Yeah, I'll stand by that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you still got it?
I probably have, yeah, in a tin upstairs.
You were always a bit fascinated with magnets, weren't you?
Yeah, magnets, chewing gum. That was it.
Right, so we're going to gather ourselves after that and take it straight into the turbo sack.
The turbo sack.
Right, so we're going to start off with, this is your contribution. What's the worst smell you've ever experienced?
I think it's a great question. I'd love it if people, sent us in some contributions for this. Do you have anything to,
Nothing really stands out. I mean, my dog does absolutely terrible farts. Somehow the farts smell worse than his crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what he tends to do is he likes to sleep next to me on the couch of an evening because he loves physical contact with the rest of his pack. He always has to be touching you even if he's asleep.
Yeah.
So and he suffers from dodgy guts. So sometimes he'll blow off and then evacuate the area himself because even he doesn't leave me gasping and weeping in the fallout.
Uh-huh.
So that's pretty bad. But
yeah, dog fart. That's yeah.
And
that's a good start.
I have a vague memory of some rotting smell in a pub cellar once. Well, I don't know why I was in a pub cellar, but
pub cellars can be fucking nasty. Having worked in one for a bit. Ooh.
So yeah, I would say dog farts in a pub cellar would be my top two.
Yeah. I didn't really get anything ready, but I've got a couple. I remember a long time ago. For some reason, I got a big biscuit tin and just filled it with worms, like earthworms.
No soil, just worms.
Just worms, and I put loads of holes in it, and I left it in the garage and forgot about it, and came back to it a couple of months later.
Yeah.
And when I cracked the lid on that, oh mama, that was fucking bad. I mean, it was full of maggots.
Yeah.
And the flies had fucking got in, and oh Jesus, that was ooh, fucking hell. Was nasty. In fact, I feel a bit sick thinking about that now. The second one was maybe 15 years ago. I was doing myself a fry up, so I had like a couple of inches of hot lard in the pan, liquid. I cracked an egg into it, and it was a proper rotten egg. Not just really rotten,
not just a bit off.
Yeah, it was, and when it hit the hot fat, it sort of blew the smell into my face. Oh, God. I fucking ran out into the backyard retching. Oh, God, that was fucking awful. Fucking horrible.
Two really outstanding entries there.
So, yeah, if anybody's got anything to add to that, I'd really like to hear about awful smells.
Right, next question. This is from somebody called Neil. Should we stop looking for Maddie? I've got to say, I've got a fairly demanding job and I'm renovating a house. I have to admit I haven't been looking for her that much myself, but
Yeah.
stop looking is my advice.
Well, what does stop looking mean? I mean, what's looking for her? I mean, looking for her is just keeping it in the public eye, isn't it?
Well, there's like hiring people to drive around Portugal and
Yeah, but who's doing that?
Her parents are still doing it, as far as I know.
Yeah, well, she's just released a book, hasn't she, to raise funds to continue the search.
Yeah, so...
I think, you know, the parents could probably help with this. You know, they could just call the search and say, we've kept this up long enough, you know.
Yeah.
You don't need to look for her anymore.
Yeah.
I best not say any more than that, you know.
No, they're very litigious, we'll leave it there.
But, you know, rest her soul wherever it may be.
Right, next question is from somebody called Mike Armitage, who's thinking of starting a PC repair business and wonder if we have any advice for him. I know you've actually done this, you've probably got a lot more good advice from me. What I would say is my local newspaper is full of people advertising this service, so you could probably charge almost nothing because the market won't tolerate it. So possibly don't bother is my advice.
Yeah, well, I made a right fucking balls up of it, so I'm probably not the best person to ask.
Well, I would say you'd be the best person to ask in that.
Well, if I'd sort of turned it around, you know. Well, no, I did it for 6 months, lost a fucking fortune, so I had to go back to a proper job.
How do you lose money? Because you don't really need to spend any money to do it.
Sorry, my you know, net income was...
Right.
You know.
Yeah, so you probably... There was an opportunity cost there that you lost wages you could have earned.
Yeah.
Right, got you.
Yeah, doing that sort of job as a one-man operation, it's just so difficult to get the right amount of work.
Really?
I would have weeks where I'd have too much to do, and then the next week I'd have nothing to do. The way to do it is to get in with another couple of guys who are doing it.
Yeah?
And provide the service like that. Yeah, that was my intention because, you know, John, who I made stew with the fart, he was starting to do that as a business.
All right.
And I think if you can get 3 or 4 people doing it, you can really make a go of it. And you've got, you know, a lot more knowledge to draw on.
Yeah, you've got some backup.
You can also offer a service to sort of small businesses,
yeah,
which you just can't do as a one-man operation.
Yeah.
So I would be looking for other people to do it with. You've also got to be in quite a decent financial position before you start, and not have to rely straight away on making a decent amount of money. So you've got to have a bit of money behind you till you get it going, you get your regular customers,
yeah,
and you build it up. But you know, if I was going to do it like that now, you'd have to do it with at least another 2 people.
Right, with like different geographical areas that you can spread yourself across.
Well, yeah, if you set an area that you want to cover, that you can all sort of reach all parts, you know, then you can offer a service all the time. And if, you know, one of the 3 wants to, you know, go on holiday, your business can still offer a service.
So I would say that's all extremely good advice.
Yeah, I did learn something, and I mean, you've got to advertise a lot, but there are a lot of people doing it. There's tons of people doing it over here.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I would say where there's a bit of a gap in the market is somebody who's shit hot on Apple, because that's increasingly part of the home computing world, but everybody who I see advertising in my paper is PC only. So I think if you were Apple man, I think you could make a very decent crust at it.
Yeah, there's not much goes wrong with apples though. So.
Next question from our old friend Nick. Which was the best Doctor Who?
Was it John Pertwee?
He was a Doctor Who. Is he your nomination?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Right. Interesting, because, you know, from I think most of the Pertwee years, he didn't have access to the TARDIS. So it was a different sort of show, because he was just on Earth driving around in a car.
Mm-hmm.
I would go with the first half of the Tom Baker run, the Tom Baker Gothic period, before it went all comedy.
Yeah, I think Tom Baker would maybe be second for me.
Yeah, because halfway through the Tom Baker run, Douglas Adams came on as the script editor, and he took the show in a much lighter direction, which, you know, I didn't really care for.
Yeah.
Right.
Who posed that question?
Nick, the accountant, remember the one who put us right on nom-don tax rules?
Oh yeah, did he have did he put his
He's
two penny?
He's a Tom Baker man.
Ah, right. There you go.
Right, finally, I don't think we've done this before. It's a rather morbid question. Funeral music.
I'm sure we've talked about funeral music.
I think we may have talked about it, but we've never talked about it on the air.
All right.
Do you get one or do you get two?
What tracks?
Yeah. You just get one.
I think you get one. Yeah. I think you get one.
All right. Well, I honestly don't really care. I mean, as a secular humanist that can feed me the dogs on it, I honestly could give a shit. But if
yeah, but I think it says something about the living person what you choose. So don't write it off so quickly.
Right. I'll have "Keep on Truckin'" by the Grateful Dead.
Do I have to pick one that I would have for me?
Yeah, that's what the question is.
All right. I thought it was like just a general thing. What do you think about it? What would I choose? Fucking hell.
"Ring of Fire" by Johnny Cash.
No, I was thinking about John at his funeral. "There Is a Light That Never Goes Out" by the Smiths, but it was Divine Comedy version. I don't know. Maybe it's the Q theme, Spike Milligan's the theme tune to the television program Q that Spike Milligan, Q5, Q6, Q7.
Right, it's somewhat of an esoteric choice. I'm not completely familiar with it.
I'll send you an MP3 of it. You'll I'm sure you'll get it. Can we post that or stick it at the end of the show or something?
Yeah, I could make that the outro music. We'll play out with it.
Oh, yeah. That'll be good.
So, when the listeners are listening to the theme from Q, I think just imagine Dr. Brownell's coffin disappearing behind a curtain into the welcoming flames.
Oh, I'm not getting fucking toasted. I want to rock very slowly.
I think by the time you die, unless you kill yourself with indigestion, it won't be an option.
Really?
Well,
I think I might take a long walk then.
What, to Elwick? Or what do you mean?
Wasn't that what they do on Judge Dredd, the scorched earth and all that?
Yeah, so where would you walk, into Alton Manor?
Well, no, I fancy, I either think of a huge forest where nobody will ever find you.
Yeah.
Or sort of the Arctic or something.
Okay.
Because I like being cold, so I think just laying there and gently freezing to death, that quite appeals to me.
But I obviously don't want to be completely negative on the concept, but you might be seriously ill, so we'd have to tow your bed behind a snowmobile and leave you out there.
Yeah, well, obviously I hadn't thought it through too much. No. As the years go by, I'll have to think a bit harder about it.
Right.
I've got to go on my hover car, hopefully.
Right, on that rather morbid and bizarre note, we'll end the show. Please send questions, comments and feedback to turbocast@live.co.uk. Please subscribe to youtube.com/GoReady, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, folks.
How many people subscribed to the YouTube channel after the last show?
None. I think.
You're kidding.
No, I don't think anyone did.
People are strange.
Yeah, they are, but, you know, there you go.